There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, thanks. You're giving me so much content for the edits. So, do finger guns and then one of the dances. You can combine the two. It's really fun.
I have to.
Or a dance and then finger guns works well.
I don't know where finger guns is at.
Right about in the middle, middle.
Oh.
But yeah, you can do finger guns and dance, and he starts like dancing with the finger guns. Yeah, it's pretty fun. All the disco dances, as well as just the regular dance, seem to combine awkwardly with the finger guns. Chat, say hi to YouTube. These are essentially edits for YouTube. Do that one again if you don't mind. The shrug.
Whatever.
I wanted to get a really tight shot of that because we're gonna use that one a lot, I'm sure. You've been shot. Oh no!
Mm-hmm.
Who would shoot a vegetable?
I don't know.
Everyone likes veggies. Oh, it's the very sloppy dance. We're sloppy dance. Okay, we're less sloppy. Okay. You got some hips going there.
I'm a
Cool.
little
I'm a bit nervous.
I'm gonna check my wrist. I gotta check that wrist.
Beep boop boop beep beep. Dang it, Ziggy.
I think that's all of them.
Okay, thanks.
I think.
You gave me a lot of content. Do you want to record some shots?
I can record if you want. Hey, just a second. I have to turn off all my UI. So yeah.
Oh, hold on. We need a couple of couches in here. I'm not feeling so good, Mr. Stark.
Well. Okay.
Okay. Now that I've sat here for a moment, I'm not gonna die. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Probably do a little bit. I definitely replaced one of the emotes with something. So was that? We'll do check wrist. What's the big point one? That one was great. Probably that one.
Do that one again. I was a little too close.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. We'll check the wrist again. We'll do an aggressive point.
Boop, boop, boop.
What's this one? Yelling? I don't know. I've seen this one.
Oh, how could you build that thing? I mean, jeez.
And then we got whatever. Then we got the dance, which will combine with the finger guns.
Choo-choo, choo-choo.
And it does this ridiculous thing. It's better if you start with finger guns and then dance. So finger guns and then dance. So we're dancing, but we're also finger gunning a little bit. We're combining dancing and finger gunning. Okay, so finger gun and disco. So we're gonna disco. Oh, this is the sloppy one. We'll just go into the finger guns and then this dance. Yeah, there we go. That one's better.
Choo-choo.
We really like to dance and shoot guns. Both are very fun. We got to do a salute.
Uh-huh. Carry on.
And then, after they turn around, then you give them one of these.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You
You're
do
welcome.
great camera work.
I try.
I think it actually looks better on your view than on mine. I think in my case, having more lighting effects is creating more like shadowing. You know what I mean? I'm getting like the occlusion effect where I'm getting kind of like almost like a circular glow off the back wall, which then is also like really highlighting the vignette around the corners. But
Yeah.
whatever.
The vinegar
we're
around
doing
the
the best we
corners, yeah.
can. And frankly, without this weldless armor, this would have been so much harder. What you do is you do TVs, like LCD panels, and you paint them green. But then you can't have walls; you just have one back wall, and that's it. So the room has to be even bigger. But at any rate, I am satisfied with how the green screen room turned out, and I'll see how it works while we're editing.
Mm-hmm.
So, should we show off our production area while we got some people watching?
Okay.
So
I'm
this
going
is-
to turn on your view so we don't have to. I don't have to
That's fine,
follow
that.
as close.
Oh, well, I was kind of enjoying having you in the shot.
Well, I can be in this shot, but now I don't feel the pressure of having to be in the
See.
shot. So where do you want me?
So I'm just going to do this little truck shot. So we've got like a whole series of reactors in here. In the back wall, we have oxygen tanks, we have H2 generators, we have cryo tubes in between our reactors. Each one has its own color designation. Well, hello, fellow engineer.
We have a Num Charlie and a Just Veggie
Yeah, and a Just Veggie,
working
yeah.
working his job.
This is us working on the reactor.
Yeah.
It's the default screen that we can't change.
Yeah.
It's looking good.
I did my job.
All systems good. By the way, if you notice, I added a bunch of techno babble. So like, check this out. Medical facility, Medbay Blue. Diagnostic systems, bio-neural scanners are online. Quantum DNA analysts active. Multi-spectrum imaging engaged. So I've been utilizing AI to write this kind of stuff, and it's really good at writing technobabble. So like, I highly recommend you do something like this. I even had it write the formatting and everything. Like, so it's all just it's technobabble, right? It doesn't really mean anything.
Nope.
But I told it, like I told AI, I said, hey, we're running a space station. We're the MFI faction, Mind Fodder Industries, and we've got a series of things that need technobabble. So that's one of them. On the opposite side of the room, it's just the same thing mirrored. So you'll see there's even more cryos. I've been working on. You'll notice there's these lights here that Veggie's like standing in front of one of them. My goal is eventually to make one of these lights like green and one red. And so when someone jumps in the cryo tube, the red light turns off, the green light turns on, just as like an additional indicator. But yeah, I love the cryopod technobabble is amazing. Just look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that in chat, but look at the technobabble on this. And if you look at each one, they are slight variations. Like the temperatures are slightly different, the pressures are slightly different. They're all numbered accordingly. Yeah, it's interesting. So the statuses aren't all the same, which I just love that realism. And yeah, again, it's just technobabble, but I think it's hilarious.
No, you got to keep going down that line.
Oh, I'm sorry. You
didn't show it all.
now over here we see a wild veggie appears. When in space, you have to do things to keep your mind occupied, and you have to exercise your limbs to avoid atrophy. But yep, this is our production area. So this essentially is where
Well, this
everything
is
happens.
part of the production area. Isn't
We
there
do have a
more
lot of-
below?
Yeah. Below the floor is our assemblers and refineries and whatnot. We have build and repair systems tucked into the walls behind each of the cryo tubes. So this thing is like a full-on powerhouse facility, a building.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then the central area is where we have our auto crafting. So I like to think about this as like the brains.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, it's too late for me. You should
Yeah.
just jettison me into space at this point.
I particularly love that the AI system turns on and tips down to greet you, and that's especially creepy when it's on the evil
Yeah.
one. I'll put it again in chat. You are welcome to change it, but right now we are evil.
Oh, you
And
evil!
this is our auto crafting area. So you'll see one side, it shows us all the ores we're waiting to process, which looks like we actually processed everything. So that's amazing. We had so
Yay.
much stuff backlogged. On the right side is our ingot list, yeah,
low
we're
on?
loaded.
Could use some more magnesium, some more uranium.
Actually, a magnesium run is going to be really important because we're building that
So
that
many
entire
weapons.
gun array.
So many weapons.
Evil station that will blow up everything. Exactly, Fletcher Vance.
That is the
Exactly.
point. We're going to have that ability soon.
That is the face of I'm going to blow everything up.
It's like, hey, I invite you all to come for a party. Guess what's
guys.
the party?
I have so many spots on this landing ring. Like, oh, y'all should just come and land here.
Just
you know,
come land.
just come land. Never mind that it looks like I'm constructed of a giant 360-degree ring of guns.
The guns are just decorative. There's no bullets in it. Just come on.
But yeah, so this essentially is where we come to see, what are our resources, what do we need to restock, and then we have our auto crafting menu here. The basic setup is the column on the left is how much we have, the column on the right is how much we want, and the AI system.
Do you
will
like
keep track
this
of it.
block?
Yeah. But you want to change it?
I want to put a rotor there with a seat on it that turns slowly. So that when you're sitting on it, you can look at that one, and then it'll slowly turn to the next one.
We have a script for that. You remember the tool switcher script?
No.
You wrote that tool switcher script like one of the very first times we played this game years ago.
Well, I remember I did some scripting, but I don't
I still have
remember.
it.
I
I
just
still
thought
have
that
it,
would be
so-
cool because you could go to the. You just sit there and you could just have somebody monitoring these. I think that'd be so funny.
Okay. Oh, because I'm standing in the model. Okay, so
Well, yeah, I mean,
I want to cut this down to a small grid, though.
yeah, probably.
Okay. All right. And then
Do we have cargo down there?
yes, it's over here by the AI system printer.
There's something here.
I'd say
Okay, there's someone here.
I'd say look at the sign that says storage area, but oh, there it is. It took a second. There's also
There's one
storage.
by the med bay, so I use that one.
Yeah, one by the med bay as well, and down the stairs towards the ventral exit. I guess I should turn this back on. And did we lose music again?
I don't know.
Man.
As soon as we build this, though, I'm gonna probably end my stream.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired myself. So here's what I'm thinking, and we just make a small. Oh, I've already done this the wrong way. Hold on. These corners need to be the round ones. Oh, no.
There you go.
I did it. I did it this time.
It wasn't me.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Can't have nice things.
Okay, this, and then this, and now we use the roundy boys. The round one. So it rotates. This. Okay. So we need to name this something I can remember. So this is the seat of fun.
Sweet the fun.
And then now, would you kindly slap a seat onto that bad boy?
Sure. As soon as I find one. Probably 2. Yeah, there we go. That's not it. What happened to my seat?
Okay. Now, do I have a free programmable block? Ah, I do.
Okay, you're probably gonna think this is not great, but I kind of want to do it.
Now we'll name it the same thing.
I
'cause
really do, but you're not gonna like it. I better not.
I don't know. Sometimes your trolling is pretty funny.
Well, if you look at my stream, they're not. It's not centering.
Oh, because you're using the bench.
I wanted to use the bench actually.
The bench is too wide. It's a 3 wide
I wanted
spot.
to use the bench.
Yeah, I knew that's what you were doing.
I
just
don't
knew
have
it.
any interior plates. I gotta get some interior plates. Just a second.
Maybe I don't have the script saved anymore because I switched computers. Maybe it's not saved on here. I have so many scripts, you guys. Holy crap. Oh, I know it was.
I just want the bed.
Oh no, I don't have the script on here. Sorry, buddy. You're gonna have to rewrite it. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to rewrite it because it must be a local copy saved on my other computer because I'm not seeing it anywhere in here.
Well, go to the other computer.
Well, I don't know where that would be saved. So I mean, it's not like you can't control. We'll just put rotor controls in the seat. Can you do that from that? Oh, I don't know if you can actually use controls in that seat. But that's hilarious. I like that.
I mean, this is what I wanted. You know, I mean, you're just gonna slowly rotate. You can monitor your boards. Not that fast. I can't read anything. I got hurl.
It looks like the AI took over and is like, I'm gonna spin this guy.
I did not
Hold
like
on.
that.
I can make this better. I can make this so much better. Hang on.
Oh, yeah, that'll make it way better.
Yeah, I can't get real vision.
Okay, yep, I'm monitoring the boards. Well, did you notice that we're low on something? No, not at this speed. Sorry, sir. I just know the boards are there. That's about it. By the way, I'm gonna need some more lunch. This is. What are you doing? Oh. I can't even read the one board that I can see.
That looks so awful.
Okay, I'm done. Done with that.
What is even happening?
Well, I don't know. At this
Why
point,
would it do that? Why would it do it like that?
I don't know. Okay, so yeah.
Oh man. So this is the thing I used to do on Earth-like planet, where I'd be like, "Hey, Veggie, come sit in this chair," and it would be like attached to this really long lever arm on a rotor like this with like a zero friction rotor, and he'd sit on it and I'd unlatch it and kick on a thruster, and you can break the speed limit if you do that setup. And oh god, it's funny, and especially then if you unlatch the rotor and throw the grid. Oh my god.
Yeah, he was nice and all. It's science.
Yeah, it's for science.
I always got on the seat. I knew it was not going to end well, but I always got on it.
The funny thing about it is, yeah, when I tell him to get on a seat, he just instantly knew, like, this is going to end in disaster. But for science.
It's science.
Okay. We'll just leave that rotating at 2 RPM, and then I'm gonna hop into. You must be in a cryo. Did you cryo yourself?
I
Are you
cryoed myself, yeah.
you having a cryo? Oh, there
It's
you are.
way past the time that I should have gone off, so.
You are in Cryopod Class Omega P001 production facility first. Numeric cryopod. Apparently, your temperature is negative 273 Celsius
Yeah,
at a
I'm a
pressure
little chilly.
of like was that like a millionth of a torr?
Yeah,
But your suspension's stable.
Mhm.
You probably can't even hear me talking to you right now.
I
'cause
can't, not at all.
Your eardrums are probably frozen solid.
Yep,
But,
definitely.
I'll have you know that the cryo protocol is currently monitoring your cryo sleep, and your quantum entanglement field is online. So
Oh, well, I was worried about that.
yeah. I also mentioned the operational cycles. We have engaged the nanocrystal regeneration. The cryofluid infusion is in progress. You should be feeling that right now, actually.
I do.
As well as,
I do.
Yeah. Sorry about that. We're working on it.
Yeah.
The cryostasis cycle is active, as well as the cryodiagnostic scans, which are actually running at optimal efficiency at the moment. So that means the cryoencapsulation is complete. Again, the quantum cryostabilization then would be stable. Of
I
course.
do know that you haven't added the fresh lemon scent yet, but I'm gonna let that
Well,
go for right now. I know we're
we-
still building.
The last time we added the lemon scent to the fluid, it created this kind of mold in the tubes, and it was kind of displaying some sentient-like behavior. So we're redesigning the lemony scent.
I'm fine with that. I don't want any sentient mold in my cryo tube when I'm frozen, because that just means you come out and you're not you anymore. You're lemon beans.
Did you ever hear about that fungus that gets into ants and it makes them zombies? And
Yeah, I don't want to be a zombie ant.
yeah, I'm not that into it. I'm gonna go hop over into
Maybe an uncle, but not an ant.
cryopod class Omega P005. And with
That's
that
a good
being
choice.
said, yeah, number 5 is a good one. That being said, I think we're going to wrap up the stream for the night. So we have made a lot more progress on our space station. If you've been watching us, it's been a very, very long process of building this thing. Last I checked, we were at 72,000 blocks. So this is not a small build and not a small task either.
Nope.
The landing ring is looking great. Veggie, I imagine you're probably going to work a little bit more on the offensive capabilities next time around.
Yeah, I want to get the guns. Well, first I want to get the piping done for the guns first, because that's going to be the most annoying part of this whole thing.
Sure.
After that, I want to get the guns on, and then after that, which Num Charlie is probably the only one who has been watching, doesn't know, is I'm going to put some 45s out from the ring, and I'm going to put decoys on the top and the bottom of each of the guns, so that if something shoots, they'll shoot the decoy, not the gun.
We should have a conversation about how decoys worked, because they've changed.
Then yes, we're definitely going to have that conversation.
But your strategy is still valid. There's some additional things to consider with placement of decoys. It's more important now than it used to be, but you have the right idea. We have to basically have one rule in mind while building, and I'll teach you that next time we jump in, which will be when? Tomorrow?
Yeah, as long as everything goes well. I do have, like today I didn't do a pre-stream because I had an appointment that I had to go to before the stream.
Oh, that's right. You weren't sure if you were even going to make it.
And
I forgot about that.
think I will be here tomorrow, like 80 to 85%. But if not, then I may be late. That's
so
pretty much
tomorrow. That would be at 7 p.m. Central Time. So if you want to check in with us, we'll be streaming Space Engineers again. We'll be on to the next episode, which is number 17. It's insane to think that we built a 72,000 block structure within 16 episodes. You remember what it was like when we first started playing this game, and we could? Oh my god.
We would have
Anyway.
never been we wouldn't even have thought of a space station.
No, building something of this magnitude would have been like, I don't know how guys do that.
Yeah.
And then, we're just like, yeah, well,
Well, it takes time.
there it is.
So.
Well, if you're wondering who the other guy is on my stream, if you're watching me and you're hearing this guy and you're going, "Who's that guy?" That's Veggie. His channel's in my Discord there, or channel's in the chat there. Also check us out in our Discord if you haven't already. A lot of you have already joined, and thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We are trying to grow the community there, and we really like sharing pictures of our dogs, of which I go through many. So
Yeah.
if you want to check out their pets page, and that's the only reason you're there, you're completely welcome to be a pet lurker. That is
We have
that
lots
is
of
perfectly acceptable.
dog pictures.
Yeah, again, we'll be back tomorrow, so 7 p.m. Central. We'll see you then. There might be some early streams tomorrow. I actually have the day off. I haven't had a day off in a little bit, so I might be streaming a little bit earlier and randomly throughout the day, maybe play some other games in the interim, but maybe even stream some Space Engineers a little bit earlier, and you can watch me do some more of me meticulous greebling. No, everyone loves watching that. This whole stream was like a build stream except for the one mission we ran, so maybe we ought to do 2 missions tomorrow.
Yeah. Well,
Or
we
maybe
would
we
have
ought-
done 2 missions, except they didn't have any that paid enough.
That's true. What we ought to do is build a small drone as a target dummy and test our offensive system.
Well, we should do that when we have a target system.
It's true.
Right now,
true.
I'm still working. It's going to probably be another episode or 2 just to get the piping done underneath,
Really? You think
because
so?
I have to cut into our current piping, get all the piping hooked together, and then hook it into the main piping on 4 separate quadrants. I have one done, and I started the work on the second one.
Man.
And then,
Well, and you were the one who piped the sub cardinals, like northeast, southwest, and
I did.
those connected points. So not only did you do those, which were awkward, you're now doing the piping for the guns. But I guess the end result is that we're going to have a lot of redundancy in our piping in that ring.
Yeah.
So even if we do take a lot of damage in the ring, it's like, well, whatever, because there's pipes everywhere.
Yeah,
And the whole thing
if
is
you took
stuffed full
out the
of pipes.
middle of the ring, then you pretty much screwed up. But you'd have to do it in 2 points to block off a section, because this has right now currently the ring itself is connected on the 4 quadrants. So if you do not cut 2 quadrants in half, then we're still being able to pipe things. And I'm going to put I did put 1 bars in there, but it's not configured. You'll need to do whatever you need to do to have that work with the rest of them.
Oh,
but
I see. So you added a new bars. Then.
Yeah, I think the next thing I want to do is get bars in the ring itself, so it can handle, basically the ring area, because it's...
Well, all the cardinals, there are bars on the cardinals, but it just doesn't seem to be enough to cover everything.
Yeah, it's not. So I'm putting one hopefully in the 45s.
Yeah,
In the
for
middle
all
of the
you,
ring on the 45s.
Bars is our build and repair system. We just call it bars for short.
Yeah. So that's something else I'm doing while I'm doing this, because there are some spots in the 45s that are not getting built. It's very few, but we need to have coverage on everything. So we are going to do that. At least I am. We'll get it done.
On the next episode of Space Engineer Survival.
Engineers!
Yeah, catch us tomorrow, guys. I'm going to go ahead and run the intro.
Our outro.